I don't know about y'all, but man, I love Italian food. Basically, when I say Italian food, I mean pizza, calzones, strombolis. And I've missed a calzone, so I think I found a good substitute for a calzone. You can try it and tell me what you think. Stick around and I'll show you how we made it. So I've experimented with this recipe once before and forgot to hit the record button. So this is actually my second attempt at this, but it's as simple as it gets. All you need is a package of Italian blend cheese. You can use mozzarella. Actually, mozzarella might work better, but I like the 8-ounce package of Italian cheese from my local IGA store. And I like just it's a half a cup of almond flour. And then you're wondering, well, are you going to throw the gloves in it too? Well, no. Actually, it's just a little tip to use, and you'll see it implemented in a little bit. This is a cheapo cotton glove off of Amazon. This is an old rubber glove. You can get off Amazon as well. And you put this on first and cover it up with this, because when you melt this cheese, it's going to be hot. And that gives you a little insulation. So you'll see me doing that in a minute. All we have to do is melt the cheese in a bowl. In my microwave, it takes about 2 minutes. Don't overdo it, because you start cooking out the moisture of the cheese and it's a little harder to spread. But just melt it down to where it'll blend up into a ball. You'll have to figure out what that is in your microwave, but let's go do that and I'll show you what's next. Okay, this just came out of the microwave. It's good and gooey. Now we're going to add the almond flour to it. And here's where the gloves come into play. And I'm just going to reach in there and give it a good kneading, I guess you'd say, and get it well incorporated, get it mixed up. Now this is the recipe for my pizza crust, and I've just modified it and found out that it works really well and like this. I guess this is more like a pizza roll or a calzone or something, but there's my ball of dough. And just going to smooth it out a little bit. And I got some parchment paper down, and you can do this with another piece of parchment paper laying on top and roll it out with a roller. I just press mine out by hand. I've been doing it a little while, so I don't know. I just like it better this way. And I'm going to try to go in the form of a rectangle here. And then try to keep it even. If you see any thin spots, just patch them up a little bit. It's pretty forgiving. So there we go. I don't like mine real thin, but I like to spread it out so I can get some good stuff. Now, right here, let me take off my gloves right quick. This is the fun part, because this part's completely up to you, what you like in a pizza or calzone or whatever. You can put your veggies in here. You can do whatever you want at this point. If you want to make a pizza, put this in the oven for 10 minutes, take it back out, top it, and then put it back in the oven for about 15 minutes. You've got a good pizza. I've got a video on that. You can look, it'll be in the description. But we're going a whole different direction today. So the first thing I like to do is get some ranch of your choice, or Alfredo sauce works good, or some low-carb tomato sauce like Rayo's or something, homemade, or whatever your preference is. For some reason or other, marinara stuff gives me indigestion, so I just put a little of this on here to kind of act like a base and a glue or whatever you want to call it. And then it's just like any other pizza. Have fun, go at it. I always just put a little cheese. And the only thing about this is leave you a little room over here, so because we're gonna roll this up. So just put your little cheese. I'm doing this side, and I have some ground sausage I like a lot. This comes from the local IGA as well. I love those local independent grocers. If you have one around them, it's pretty cool to support them. But yeah, we're gonna put sausage on there. And then of course, pepperoni. Just gonna lay the pepperoni right down through here like this. Hey, if you're interested in a keto, low carb lifestyle, let me invite you to subscribe, ring the bell and all that good stuff, like the video. I normally try to do stuff that's real simple and easy. And I appreciate you watching today, and we'll carry on with the video. This is not hard. This is something fun for if you have kids, they can get involved, or whatever. Now also what makes this good is if you can season your crust, and I like a little garlic powder on mine, or the Kinders. I like to put a little of that on there, especially on a pizza. If you're doing a pizza, put that on there, and some Italian seasoning. We'll sprinkle it down with some of this. There ain't nothing better than the smell of Italian seasoning in the oven. Now today, we're actually going to put this in the air fryer and fry it. I found that browns it really nice. Now if you don't have an air fryer, feel free to put it in your oven after we get done and roll it up and all that good stuff, and put it on the broil setting until it gets to the right color or where you want it on the outside. So, and also I've got some roasted red peppers. We're going to put some of these on there, just a few. Like I said, this is where the sky's the limit. I mean, you want to put, you know, onions and anything that's low carb you want to put on there. You know, onions might be on your select list, but anyway. And then I'm going to put a little more of this spicy cheese. I like cheese. And y'all know that I like the Cabot's spicy. And then I'm gonna put me a little bit of ricotta down through there. It's like a calzone. That's what I'm shooting for today. All right, now all we gotta do is roll this into a roll. You take your parchment paper and get it going. Just kind of get it going there and get it to release. Oh yeah. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna keep going with it. I'm gonna roll it a little more. Just like this right here. Tighten it up, spread it out a little bit. All right, now I'm just gonna ease it on over like this. Oh, now that looks like one big tamale or something, but it's actually a pizza roll. And what we're gonna do, I'm gonna sprinkle it with a little more seasoning here, just to give it a little flair. And then we're gonna put it in the air fryer. Now I'm gonna cut this thing in about 3 pieces. That way, or you can cut it into smaller pieces if you want to, but that's the route I'm gonna take. So let's cut it up, get it in that air fryer. All right, I'm gonna go with about this size right here. Like I said, this is my second attempt at this, and what I did was air fried all this up. It got golden brown, and I took it to work for lunch, and it was great. So, all right, let's get it in the fryer, and I'll take you there in a second. All right, I've got them in the air fryer. We're gonna go and 400 degrees, 10 minutes, start. Let's see what happens here in a minute. Well, here is the final product. And just a little side note, you got to keep an eye on these things. I had it in there for way longer than I really needed it to. Or you can cut back on the temperature if you'd like and try it that way. But it's fun to experiment and try things out. These are delicious, man. I've already sampled this. As you can tell, there's only 2 left instead of the 4 that I started with. But hey, give it a try. Tell me what you think. And like I said, it works great in the oven too. Just turn it. You can put them in there for a few minutes, then turn your broiler on, and just be careful, and then flip them over about halfway through because they do get brown in a hurry. So, well, there you go, man. Calzone, pizza pocket, whatever you want to call it. It's awesome. I will add this though. I forgot something important that I should have had in there. put you a little piece of parchment paper under your pockets there. Otherwise that cheese starts oozing through and it messes them up. So a little piece of parchment paper, that works perfect. I did that in the first video that I tried to make, and I forgot to record it in this one, but I had a little issue with it dripping down through the grate. But other than that, give it a try. Tell me what you think, and until next time, may the Lord bless you and eat well. Well, now listen, I need to tell you something. Through the magic of editing, you didn't see a lot of the crazy things that happened in this video. Number one, I shot it once before and forgot to hit record. So I had to wait a couple days to make it again. Second time around, I shot it and I forgot an important thing. I forgot to put the parchment paper under the thing, so do that.